Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are around the globe. Yes, we are at Angel's Fish Tank. Ooh, you think Dudley's upside down and stuck? Dudley? He doesn't know I'm making a film. There he is. There he is. Okay, I've got LED lights on, which makes their eyes look funny in this, and if I turn it off, you would see that they look too orange, but they're not. Okay, so we're gonna focus on their color. That's Dudley. He's an oranda. That's Pumpkin in the middle. Oh, here's Dudley. In fact, this is Spicy, and she's getting so big that I almost can't tell them apart. And there's Tweety. That is Lemon Drop, another oranda. The cutest thing you ever want to see is that one. I almost named her Ghost when I first found her. Then it became Lemon Drop because of the wen on her head. Look at them, they're hungry. That's Gumdrops. She was orange, turned white, pearl. This is Ryunkins, a twin of Sparkle over there, Ryunkins, and that is Baby Bugsy, who I thought would be a friend to my poor, rest in peace, Bugsy. I love so much. I lost. Okay, you're going to see me feed them. Today, I'm going to be giving them Sinking Goldfish XL. This is baby pellets. Now, if I can master this with one hand and open a bag with one hand, hold the phone in the other hand, it might be something of miraculous. I just did the tank every few days. Yep, I have to do it because I've got them in the 20-gallon. Okay, let's see if you can see that. You see the pellets? Now watch Dudley. There's Spicy. Dudley, where were you? Dudley! Whoa. Oh, there he is. Dudley. Dudley. In the very beginning, they cannot see very well, so hand feeding orandas is not unusual. But to make sure that they're getting good protein and everything, I cook up some eggs. They like spinach, a little seaweed, and they can have, as long as you boil it, you know, some carrots. They need vitamins, everybody. That's right. Oh, look at Marshmallow, my Ryu. Thanks for the prayers. My goodness, did she live a year more than I ever thought she would from your prayers. Okay, so hopefully, and not my last video on the lettuce, I didn't see Thomas show up. Now, we all know Thomas has been in recovery, in and out of care facilities, and he is having trouble with blood circulation. And I'm going to talk to you today, hopefully. Hold this, hold it, hold it. Oh, by the way, Lily is listening to every word. Remember the tank, everybody? Guess who's got it? Lilibel. She's going to be 8 years old. Around August 5th, my mother's birthday. She is a rescue. She is a yellow belly slider. Very, very smart. Knows my voice very well. I made her this whole little beautiful habitat. If you cannot keep wildlife that you find, please go to a reserve where they take the injured animals, bring it to them. Do not try to put them back in the wild. They will die. Once domesticated, they're used to being fed. Oh, Lily, they have a high sense of smell. She smelt those pellets. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Try to do this with one hand and film this. Okay, Lily. Tallulah. I don't know where I get these names. Tallulah. She knows her name. Watch this. Yeah, Tallulah. There, she eats them too. There you go, Tallulah. Now I've been giving her some salmon, tuna, turkey. They do eat meat. Yep, I don't, but they do. Okay? And talk about sustainable. My fantastic wildlife here is sustainable. I've got all kinds of LED. I've got pumps that work digitally. I've got the water temperature pretty much mastered, that if for any reason we lose power, they won't die on me. Okay. So, Thomas, if you're listening, without prairie, I don't get, taken here. This is, do you see it? Okay. This is a Japanese type of herb from soybeans used for cardiovascular health and has been used in Korea and Asian countries for hundreds of years. And what it does is the kinase in it clears out blood clots. It's got agents in it to clear and get those blood clots so that your cardiovascular is working great and the blood flow is great. So did you see that? And let's see, this is a test, everybody, because remember what happened to me before. I am not a doctor, and I'm not telling anybody anything that I don't take myself and believe in. It is an anti-thrombosis herb. Do you understand what that means? Anti-thrombosis. If anybody sees Thomas Miller in the chats, please help me get that information, as those experimental you-know-whats cause blood clots. And so the pharmaceutical companies that are making all kinds of cumin and anti-clot medicine and tell you to take it, after taking those shots, it is resistant to that medicine, and eventually those clots, and they've been, let's put it this way, in autopsies in Italy, they are very long and plastic looking and very bad, and they are resistant to medicine. They are not resistant to you taking this as a precaution. NATO kinase. Got it? You can do your own research. Don't believe anything I say. And use Spoke search engine to do the research. Okay? Another one that you want to take for good cardiovascular health is ED, like E like elephant, D like David, T like toy, A like apple. Very good, Thomas. You have to start believing that God put on earth wonderful things that is homegrown by God and not played around with in those countries. So, if you study what God put on this earth, like soybeans, you might understand that this comes from decades of studies in the Asian, Korean countries, Philippines, to stay on board with anti-clot properties, so anti-thrombosis. I don't do very much without studying whatever I do and take it my own self, as I myself could get blood clots. So it runs in my family. So I've got my sister on this as well. Where did I learn it? From good Dr. Brian Artis, which is censored. So it's really sad that we can't help each other. We can't talk to each other. This is not disinformation. This is facts. And you can go do the search, and I recommend everybody do their own research. Just like on these beautiful fancy goldfish, you can't just go to a store and throw them in a little bowl and think they're going to be okay. They need oxygen. Did you know that? Lots of it. You see this? So we have air stones. Plenty of them. See that? And we have sponge filters. And I just cleaned out these filters. So I find environmentally terrific good bacteria versus the bad bacteria off of hangback filters. I love good bacteria coming off of the sponge filters. They're recyclable, and everything I do helps the environment, not hurts the environment. I also use the water, if there's any nitrates in it, to take care of my gorgeous bonsais over here. See, they're doing great. And I just stumbled on some unreal orchids lately, and we have my bamboo. I'm very influenced by the Asian orchids and plants. I love it. Love, love, love. So besides my lettuce and all my hydroponic growing, and by the way, I've got chamomile, German chamomile, that I just transplanted to the outside where I was losing, I'm not kidding you, losing the tomatoes because it got so high and the LED lights were too much for them, and so is the fan. I learned a lot, but the broccoli's doing great. I want you also to see my epiphytes, which again, I've got pathos, I've got staghorn, and ferns. Love them, okay? You do not water them very often. You check, but they need high humidity, they need airflow, and if they're comfortable, you'll know that you are too. And a little bit of the wildlife has been coming back, thank you, Jesus. So I just wanted an update here to show you everybody's doing great. I love all of you, and I'm so happy that we can talk to each other somehow and pray for each other and pray for the world, and turn off the fake, phony, lying, abusive, you know what, and go to my BitChute, Angel Flies Q, and on Rumble, Angel Flies 17, but a digital soldier in the army of God. So you're going to just look for Angel Flies, F like Frank, L like Larry, Y like you, S. And there's a mix-up of several different channels. If you see very few followers, I'm not posting there. I'm only going to post very pertinent stuff on a digital soldier in the army of God. And my weekly posts I try to get on BitChute, but they are also silencing a lot of you know what, so it's unreal, people. And we also know that 45 is totally innocent, and so are the 900 locked up. Pray for them. They haven't even, if I tell you, if you guys would look up the Act of 1871, after they took out Abraham Lincoln, what happened in DC and why it is controlled by the British, and how the law doesn't seem to follow the American citizens in DC, and the courts are all left-leaning and hateful. And so when by law in the Constitution, just to let you know, if you listen to Mark Levin ever, I suggest you do on Sunday nights, he will break down the Constitution for you and let you know that when somebody resides in Florida, hint, hint, wink, wink, those things need to be done by a Florida judge. Got it? But they're breaking all the rules because the rules don't apply to them, wink, wink, okay? And they're trying to get it in DC, where they lie, break the law, and don't give you your rights. So, people, never go to Washington, D.C., never peacefully do anything, as it says you can in the First Amendment, because it doesn't apply to any Americans on their soil which is not part of the United States. Go figure it out. Go figure it out. It's not part of the United States. But they would like it to be so that they could move the ballots their way. Oh yeah. So they can't seem to lock anybody up so quickly, except say you've got climate change, which in 1935, 1940, go look it up. Record highs blowing away what's going on right now. So then you have blizzards and cold weather that is record. It's been going on back and forth over hundreds of years. So don't let anybody scare you. Know the truth. Know that God is with us. Know that we love each other. We are prayer warriors. We pray for everyone, everywhere, and try to help everybody, everywhere. And as we say, where we go one, we go all. Keep looking up. And Lily too. Are you looking up, Lily? And don't forget to pray. Catherine, I love when you love my videos. Paula, check out BitChute and please get on Rumble. There's very interesting things about food and about what's going on with three numbers that is appearing more and more all the time. And I'm going to talk to you about those letters. Okay? Keep looking up. And above everything, love one another as He loved us. Grow whatever you can. Eat organic. Read your labels. Educate your family. And don't forget to pray. And I'll see you all in the rosary. Remember, it's our strongest, you know what, against you know who. Because that's what's going on. And we all have to come together to help one another. Because this is Revelations, people. Buckle up. And don't forget to pray.